Cuckoo, and before we start with this tutorial of this beautiful container house, I want to tell you something. You heard that probably before, but this should never get old. Let no one ever tell you what to do or how you should be, except you are searching for help and reaching out for mentoring or advice. You can do and achieve whatever and whenever you want. You can start a YouTube channel, for example, at 18, 26, 35, 50 or 66 and still achieve every goal you set yourself. Be curious, be kind and enjoy the play itself. And I don't talk about gaming itself, I talk about being playful with life. We are here to learn, suffer, have fun, change and grow. So go out there and do it. The only thing you should be careful with, set your goals right. The process and the small wins should what it's all about. There's no big mega goal. Once you reach that, what's then? So trust yourself and have fun. Let's get into the tutorial now, and in the end I have a little surprise for you, so stay tuned or skip ahead. Enjoy. Hello. You saw it. I took these roof pieces from the Paradise Palm set and figured out what the size of the container should be, and it's super simple. You just pick the size. When you do it too big, it's not very immersive, and when you do it too small, there's nothing fitting inside. I think this is the perfect size. Now just pick the floor piece from the same set, and we will use it now for the next couple minutes because we will use it for the walls and for the roof. Enjoy, I'll be back in a second. So when it comes to the floor, we have this festival season set. I hope you have it. If not, you can of course, I don't know, change the color maybe, or trick it to have the roof pieces stuck, like nudge it down in the bottom, and then you have like a floor piece. And now, like I said before, we take these floor pieces and put them all around the walls and on the roof again. Now we come to the doors. The doors were a little bit more tricky, but not super complicated. That's why you see here I changed where I put the metal part of the doors. I also will change the angle of the doors later, but you will see it. Not how I did it, but you will see that I changed it. But you can make it open, closed, like angled open, and this is what I will do in later. And it's super simple. It's the most of the time, I hope you know the trick already. It's like the pressure plate trick. You just put it on the wall and then you can nudge whatever piece you want back to where you wanted it to place. And also the door is super easy and self-explanatory, but make sure to have it immersive. That's why I put the black metal parts to have like a realistic looking door that you can open. And I will also change the size of the door, so I will make it a little smaller. I think here I will do it 4 pieces besides, but I will change it to 3 and then have like a 1 notch gap, but you will see it on both doors. Now this part was a little bit more complicated because I wanted to have a realistic looking radar and electronics on my container, and this should look like a little bit of an apocalyptic looking container. But somehow I figured how I wanted to do it, and we have these metal things. It's from, I think it's from the First Order set or from one of the Star Wars sets. And because I wanted to place like these gray fence pieces, but this doesn't look really immersive, so I flipped this. And you can always think about how can I flip the pieces I use to have it look more realistic. So I flip this piece. You can, most of the time you can find the metal parts in the electronic section in your menu. And yeah, just figure out how you want to have it look like. This is like also from a Star Wars set, and then I combined gray looking, metal looking stuff to have like a cable and to have a connection to the radar system. And yeah, I think in the end it turned out pretty cool. And don't overdo it. Sometimes it looks too messy. Make it look, how could it look like? And I think it turned out pretty cool. Let me know in the comments how you like the radar part. I think this is my favorite part of the build. The build itself looks so cool, so immersive. And it was also not hard to do. It didn't took me as long. I was sitting there, okay, what can I build now? And then I came across a mock-up of this from Lego, and I decided, okay, let's do it. And it was pretty fast done. I also think about doing a little village here. So let me know if I should continue and build a container house village, an apocalyptic container house village, maybe add some cars or some fields with corn or stuff. And I also like the area here with the football field. And yeah, this is also a ventilation system. I did the same before. I just thought about, okay, what kind of electronics can I put here and make it realistic. And now this is a trick I haven't used a lot, but you can angle pieces with this trick. You just take this fence, put the pressure plate on top, and now you can have an angled build. And what I did here, I built the solar system or the solar panel. I thought about putting 2, but this would have been maybe a little bit too much. And you can see in a second that I tried to have it look most realistic. And in the end, of course, again, this is my best version in the end. And it's also not hard, as you can see. It's just one trick. But yeah, this is how I did it in the end. I have the angle now, and it's, again, just watch it, and if you want to replicate it, it's super easy. And yeah, this is a core build. I will showcase you now the whole build because the rest was mainly interior, exterior and stuff. For example, let's go in the inside. It's pretty simple because I imagined that there's not a lot of stuff I have. So I found an old TV, I found a couch, put it in, made my own bed, and then I have like a working bench here. This is my outside kitchen because inside is not enough space. It's also improvised with wood, and like there I have a gas canister, some sitting. So I always think about what of material is on the outside and what could I use when I would live here. This is like a cable system, a wooden cable for the TV. And yeah, you saw the radar here, the panel, and here's some stuff laying around I use for, I don't know, maybe I build a car or have wood and all the stuff I find while I'm looting the area. And that's it. That's my container house. It turned out pretty cool. It's one of my coolest small little builds. And yeah, for the news, I have a new channel and I am showcasing a couple of games. Just check it out. But please just only follow if you like the content I create there for the algorithm. And I just started, and enjoy. Pablo out.